Hello, lovely community. July has gifted us with more sunshine and warm days. As you know, it is almost always windy at the coast, and the day I had chosen to walk up North Berwick Law was particularly windy, but it is always so worth it. As a highly sensitive soul, I have often felt that life is too harsh. The lack of filter to noise, sounds, and bright lights has often left me in desperation of solace and quiet. When realizing that I was a highly sensitive person, many of my memories and reactions to experiences suddenly made sense. And the fact that I'm a dreamer also made sense. I romanticize and always have. I see a ruined castle and my imagination begins to see this place in a magic and romantic way. In hindsight, I think dreaming was my sanctuary whenever I was unable to spend time alone, especially when I was a working single mother. When the tie to my family was broken, I was very hurt. My soul ached with the estrangement, as for so many years I had hoped things would change. I had dreamed of a family that was tolerant and accepting. Coming to face the opposite, being cancelled, was cruel and surprised me. Once more, in my ability to dream, I found peace, and my soul found a place to heal. Turning towards the romantic side, the magic I so dearly love helped me to face the reality of what had happened. I am not a stranger to being by myself. I have always sought solace, and in this new chapter of my life, I never felt lonely. Yet, it took me many moons to come to terms with the fact of how the tie to my family was broken, not with grace and civility, but with unkindness and the intention to hurt. Turning towards what was around me already, the beauty of Scotland, especially the sea and the highlands, helped my healing. Here I was embraced as I was, and felt soothed and the comfort that I always feel when in nature. Embracing my creative side, might this be through knitting, crafts, baking, or homemade remedies, help me to reclaim my personal peace through domestic rituals as well. Being vulnerable can be a challenge, but it is what we are sometimes. The raw feelings are part of what makes us human, part of our diverse emotions. So I keep on dreaming as I always have, because seeing the world through the eyes of a fairy is the best option for myself. As I'm sitting in one of the ruined mills in my fairy glen, my mind immediately goes to magic and romance. When this was a working mill, things must have been very different though, louder and less magical. I don't know whether you can align with my view on dreaming or not, but I hope you can. It sometimes feels like I'm living in two worlds. The one I dream of, the one with kindness and understanding. The world of beauty and magic and empathy. And then there's the real world. The world I step into, for example, twice a week in my employed job. This world is filled with rationality and logic and figures and leaves no room for creativity. Dreaming for me is a wonderful method, therefore, but it doesn't mean I'm not living in the real world. I'm merely allowing myself a lens, the fairy lens, that allows my sensitive nervous system to find a place of content and happiness. And as I said, Creativity, working with my hands, also allows me to find peace. So this week I made a lavender scrub, which I'm going to show you in the next part of the vlog. Something whimsical arrived this week at the fairy cottage too. I received my garden fairy crown from Abigail Adams. I had considered having one for a long time, and finally, after partnering with me, I received my very own. So of course, I immediately had to unpack and try it for myself. This crown is called Garden Fairy, and what could be more suitable for me, my romantic way to see the world and this channel. Abigail, based in the USA, works with small producers and, besides her online presence, also runs 4 stores in America. I leave you a link to the website in the video description. She has a large choice of crowns and colors, as well as other magical items. I will still have to practice a wee bit, but I was so very happy with my first attempt and an alternative way to wear my fairy crown. Let me wish you well now. If you are a dreamer, dream on. If you're not, maybe try it sometimes. In the meantime, look after yourselves. I am sending you all my love from Scotland. Tach ba leif.